Before this video starts, we're close to 7,000 followers on Instagram. If you're not following on Instagram yet, it's at IgnitionTube YT. Enjoy the video. 40,000 miles in the S4 in just about 19 months. That's about 2,100 miles a month. You could say I drive this car quite a bit. What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back for another vlog in car today because it's 31 degrees outside and I didn't want to make this video outside. Anyway, I made this video with my GTI. It took me like 4 years to make it because I didn't drive the car quite as much, but I figured it was overdue, and a couple people asked in the last video for a reliability update. Figured I would loop it all into one big video. So, let's start with the problems, because I'm sure that's why you're here. What issues have I had with my S4 in the last 40,000 miles? Well, I've had a wheel bearing go bad, which is kind of normal, like most cars have that eventually. I've had my Bang & Olufsen amp go bad. That was expensive. That was $800 or $900 to replace the amp for the sound system in this car that I guess occasionally just goes bad. So that was kind of unfortunate because that meant I had no music in the car, so it was kind of something I had to do. Going under a bridge right now, a little bit dark. What else has gone wrong in the car? I've had the oil pressure sensor switch go bad, which basically thought the car had low oil pressure even though it didn't, and would put me in limp mode, RPM limited to 4,000 RPMs. Besides that, I mean, I did the 75,000 mile service, which is pretty expensive because of the DSG fluid flush and a couple other things involved there. I'll also have to deal with that again at 115,000 miles. I may do that a little bit earlier. My motor mounts went bad. I made a video about that. I think that's in part to me launching the car and whatever, but I don't launch the car that often. I think that may have been something that just happened. Essentially, I had a clicking noise coming from the engine bay above 4 miles an hour. Replaced those with the 034 mounts, and we're good now. Well, the only other big thing that happened to this car was the cats started to go bad, and I preemptively replaced those once I saw the silver dust in the exhaust and had the stinky cat smell, because I know once those clog, they tend to do either blow out rarely or clog and back up and cause bad things in the motor, more common. I've been stage 1 since probably 70,000 miles. I've been single pulley since 80,000 miles, and I've been dual pulley probably since a little bit before 90,000 miles. Those numbers are rough. If you are buying an S4 and you're new to modding, there's no need to upgrade your supercharger pulleys. Don't listen to the guys in the forum. Just do stage 1 and do a DSG tune if you have a DSG. That is going to wake the car up so much without you really having to worry about anything. Now, most people don't see their cats go bad on single pulley, but I was a rare exception. I guess the owner who owned it before me probably never blew them out and kept it below like 2,000 RPMs all the time. Either that or you beat the crap out of it and clogged them, who knows. The best bang for your buck and the most reliable upgrades, less pain in the butt upgrades, is just doing a stage 1 ECU DSG tune. And that makes this car quick. Like, it keeps up with most things on the road at that point. Single pulley adds a lot of mid-range torque. It doesn't add a lot of power. And then dual pulley, obviously, is a different animal. You gotta do test pipes so you don't clog your cats, and you know, it really wakes the car up. There's a lot more power available, but it comes at the cost of ruining the sound of your car. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Things that I love about this car, I may or may not have made a video about that. I think I did, but this steering wheel is fantastic. This whole driving area position is just a great place to be. The seats are some of my favorite seats that I've felt in any car ever. I've been comfortable in these for 8-hour trips. My GTI, after like 4 hours, your butt would start to hurt. These are perfect. Now, I'm 5'8", I'm not a big guy, and I'm not very wide either, so I fit in here pretty good. If you were a taller guy, I imagine you'd fit okay, but if you were a wider guy, it may be a little bit of a struggle to fit in here. For me, the perfect spot to be. I haven't even considered swapping these seats out for something else, because 1, I love the Alcantara, 2, I love the way they look, and 3, they just really, really comfortable. They hold you in really well. These side bolsters are really aggressive, and I love the look of the one-piece seat. That's not something that I originally processed, but the headrest back there is actually attached to the seat. It's not movable. I love the look of that. It's more of like a racing bucket look. Love it. As far as driving the car goes, even when it was stock, this car has tons of passing power on the highway. The car rarely ever kicks down, even in stock form, passing people. And I mean, 70, 80, 90, triple digits, well into triple digits. The car's really composed, and not that I would know, I've just read, but the car's really composed. Now that comes to snow performance. I've never driven a car better than this in the snow. Quattro plus snow tires. The last winter was my first winter on Quattro plus snow tires. Changed my life. I don't know if I'll ever go back to driving something else in the winter. It is that good, yes. Average fuel economy. Let's go to my second trip. This is the past 2,100 miles, so this is dual pulley fuel economy, but I think it's been pretty similar. I've averaged 21.5 miles to the gallon over the last 2,100 miles. That seems about accurate. I do a lot of highway commuting, and on the highway, even dual pulley, I can see 25, 26. When I was stock, I saw 29 or 30. I do have an upgraded fuel pump, so that doesn't really help, but when I was stock, I said 29 or 30. Now I see 25, 26 if I'm an adult. The problem is, as you tune your car and as you get more modified, as you guys probably know, it's much harder to keep your foot out of the loud pedal and actually get good miles per gallon. Something that is super underrated in this car, but I figured I should talk about, especially on a cold day like today, is I think this climate system works really, really well. It changes temperatures quickly, it's quiet, it rarely ever kicks on to the highest setting unless it's really hot out, but it does a really good job of maintaining the temperature in the cabin. I know that's not something that most of us think about as car guys, and you know, it's not a very car guy thing to say, but I'm really happy with the way this climate system circulates the AC and the heat. In my GTI, the front seat was always cold and the back seat was always hot because the air just really didn't get back there. I think this car does a really good job of circulating that. Overall, do I have any complaints about the car? Honestly, like, not really, and I sound like kind of a fanboy saying that. The button placement down here in the center console is really nice if I'm just, you know, reaching down there, but my girlfriend has a dog, and when the dog comes in the car, she's a hair dog, so she doesn't shed, so I'm not getting dog fur all over here. When the dog comes in the car, sometimes she'll cross over between the two of us, and she'll step on the buttons, and that's kind of a pain. That's really all I got as far as complaints go. I mean, I think really an AWE touring exhaust, a little bit of lower. You know what? I do have a complaint. The stock ride height is way too high. Why would Audi make a car with like 4 feet between the wheel and the fender when it's factory ride height? All the cars should come with lowering springs, and they should look like sports cars instead of monster trucks. Now I know it's like a sports sedan, it's not really a sports car, but come on, man. If you're still driving around at stock height, you consider yourself a car guy. Do yourself a favor, buy some H&R springs at least and have those installed, or install them yourself. You will thank me later. Your car is going to look infinitely better, even lowered on stock wheels. And you know what? One more complaint. The stock wheel fitment is absolute trash. We got 20 millimeters more of space to play with, and they give us some 8.5 43 offset. That's hot garbage. Give me some better fitment, Audi. Anyway, that is my thoughts on the S4. I'm up to 23 miles to the gallon on this commute right now, even sitting in traffic back there. But that is my thoughts on the S4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series with this car. We have some big plans coming for it this spring. Can't talk too much about it yet, but I don't want to make promises and then not deliver. But I will say there's some good stuff coming. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. Go out there and spread some positivity, and I will catch you guys in the next video.